Okay, the OE rockers are expensive. For this truck, it was like $700. So I got a slip-on rocker, and then I did my own inner rocker as well. So it's actually doable. It's not. I can't tell you it's easy. It is very doable. All the section was rotted out for me, so I had to do welding like my own separate piece in there, and I did it by like 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4 at the bottom. So it is doable. I did get a cab corner. That was still around $250, but let's get started. And we'll go back in time and I'll show you how I did this. For you, it's all in the same video. What we're gonna be working on is this beautiful hole all around. So this was all complete and I had to cut it out myself. Plus I'm going to have to treat all the metal, and I got some POR rust remover for that, and then we're gonna put some POR rust preventative. So I have a cab corner, and as you can see here, and that's gonna go somewhere in there. And then I got the light here, but I kind of started cleaning all that off. See in here as well. Kind of. I cleaned all up. So I got these slip-on rockers that we're going to be butt welding against the metal. Over to this side. I didn't cut all the way inside because I was going to, but I figured since it's good metal, might as well keep it. I put the battery in. We're gonna drive out of the shop, and I got some of this stuff. It is the POR 15 metal prep and rust remover pre-primer. So I wasn't gonna use this, but my body guy recommended this, and he said I should definitely use it. That way it prevents it from keep coming back up. So I'm in the process of, I don't know if I should lift it up now and then spray it in here, or just probably drive it out and spray it outside. Alright, so we're gonna do this with a cardboard so it's easier to mark. I need to lower it down about half an inch. Alright guys, we got our cardboard template. So unfortunately I could not afford to buy the actual inner rock, the OE style one. First of all, it would have took 3 weeks to come in. Second of all, they were like $300 each, which is ridiculous. And most of them, even my buddy guy, could not find them. I found it on the Chevy website. It was like $100 for just the back section, and then they had the front section. And honestly, all I needed was the back section, but I was like, since I'm gonna custom something for the front and trying to do it, might as well custom all of it. So my thought was, process, I'll just buy this. That way I'll have some extra metal. And just like I did on this right now, I just chopped it down. So it has an extra lip right here where we could pinch weld all out with the new rocker. So now I've cut the cardboard. We're gonna put that on there, and I'm gonna trace everything and then cut it on the metal. So it was a lot easier to take this down, cut it, adjust it, take it down, cut it, adjust it, and I did it so many times, not even funny. So that being said, we're going to drill our holes, and I'm gonna be putting holes in the metal so we can weld it all up here and around here. Might try to get some welds in the seam up there as well, but we'll see how that goes, because I only have a flux core welder and it's really sensitive with welding sheet metal. It does a lot better on thicker steel. So I just want to take a little break out of all the grinding and sanding. It's starting to look pretty good. Let me show you guys the other side so you have an idea how that one was looking. That was, the other side was a lot worse still. We'll mix it well. I don't know if I could do this in one hand, but we'll see. This shit was expensive, so like $40 something a bottle. That's my OCD. I'm always scared when I'm changing oil. This shit drops in my oil. Okay, should be enough. Made some purple, at least. Okay, I got some cardboard underneath it. Apparently it's not so good for concrete, but my floor is all epoxy, so I'm just taking precaution. And we're gonna go at it. Oh, that's too strong. Too strong. Oh, there's a phosphate. Oh, okay, that shit burns the hand. All my cuts, at least. And we gotta make sure we do the inside. Oh, okay. Definitely wear your mask. This shit stinks so bad. Hi, Poppers. Hi, Poppers. I took a garden. Alright, this is actually looking a lot nicer. I don't know if y'all can see that, but all the rust in there, it's like turned black. Okay, we got this far. All the rust is pretty much gone, but these bunch of white stuff, I don't know, it's like a white dust. Tried to brush off most of it in here where I'm going to paint, and then the other side I put some weld through primer all around where I'm gonna be welding, and the rest I'm gonna paint. Apparently we can't put any bubble airs in this, so we're just gonna mix it. I flipped it upside down. Hopefully that helps. Bro, this is just so much easier to spray. What the hell? one coat for now, quick coat. And I'm going to do it again on 60 hours tomorrow. So I left that line there with weld through primer, so I can weld all around that. So not sexiest job, but so I gotta sandwich these two metals together, and I'm gonna have to weld around the edges there. Plus, I'm gonna put some PLA between the metals so kind of support the metals as well. So yeah, and then also the inside like a first coat. Probably gonna do a second coat later. I'm thinking to use this PL Premium. This is not going to be structural, but over here I used it and I was feeling how tough that is. I can't even dig my nail into it. It's super solid, so I had to patch up in my shop here because freaking mice was coming in. So this is not going to be structural. This is just going to be an extra adhesion between the two pieces of metal because I did not want to cut out the old existing rocker completely. And this is just better than nothing, I guess. I don't know. But I think I'm going to use it anyway. Plus, I'm still going to weld in there. So I'm going to weld all the edges all around the top. That's why I did the weld through primer. So this is just going to be extra support. I think something's better than nothing. We got this kind of on, but obviously not welded yet. Over here, it's not even. I might just run my grinder. So I got it matching up right there. I'm going to have to do some filling in for these spots here. Probably gonna cut a small piece of metal and make it work. This is the exciting part. Look at this. It lines up nicely. It pushes this down. I'll have to put some holes into this and then weld these together. It will still have the drain spots, which is really good. So I don't know if I should weld this in first or do this side first. I am still contemplating. All I know right now, I need to get this in place. Maybe I should just stack weld this. But I still need to put some holes. Boom, 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 boom. So maybe we'll do that first. Alright guys, got all our holes drilled. Now I just gotta clean up from the other side. Alright, we got this baby set up. So this is both one side, this is the other. So we gotta start with this guy, and I gotta make a cardboard template to make sure it works. Alright guys, it's the next day. We got some welds up in there. Might try to do some more welds, at least cover all these extra ones. Still debating if I should tack in between those, but whatever I can. Probably the more weld the better. But right now I need to head out to do some work, but I'm gonna glue this because I probably won't be back until like 4 or 5 hours, so hopefully that would be dry by the time I come back. This should be good to go though. Okay, these are some air bubbles in there. Well, what can I do? Actually, it might have been from the cloth. It's okay though. I just think it's better than nothing, so. Yeah, I gotta go. Chopper, stop bumping into the camera. Alright guys, this is all dried up and I tacked it in place. I also grinded down some of this. This is where it kind of sucks not having the money to buy the OE style, but I should at least bought the OE style for here. The other side I would have probably got away with the slip-on. But then just to do one and one not also don't make any sense. Like I might as well just whatever now. It is what it is. We just gotta do the best we can. I just hope all the shapes as much as I can get it right. This is a lot of complications here. I might have to do it like multiple pieces, but I'm just worried about the bottom. The bottom is kind of like not lining up. I don't know how that's supposed to connect there. Nah, I'm just gotta figure it out. This is gonna suck. All right, guys. This is all dried up. I chopped off the piece up here so I can butt against this. I was gonna go all the way up to here, but then this metal was really good, so I'm just gonna fill weld in between these. I think that'll be the move. And I touched up some of the paint in there because I hit it with the grinder as I'm grinding down. But for the most part, I think this is there. It's time to button it up. And I'm not looking forward to do the fillings in between, but I'll try my best and see what we can do with it. feel like I'm going somewhere, but just stuck this in place because I put the door back on to make sure everything's lining up. It does get a little tighter down here, but I figured I'm gonna be putting some body filler in there anyway, so I'll be able to straighten it out. Well, I'm happy with this little gap here. It's not bad. At first it was touching, so I had to move things around, but now the fun part is figuring out how I can get this. Oh, look at that. Now it's gonna all fall into place. Just gotta expand this up, something like that, and I gotta make a filler all up in here. But this corner, good thing I didn't cut it off, because this corner lines up perfect with the door. So I kind of got carried away. I forgot to film, but so far this is going alright, I think. So we have this little piece. I'm kind of doing it like a puzzle. It literally is a puzzle. So I don't know how well you could see this. Something like that, kind of. So I had to do a bend like that, and hopefully that bend lines up, kind of. And then I did the section at the bottom here. Tried to do mimic the original bend, but didn't come out that good. I honestly don't care, because a lot of this will be hidden with the what do you call it, fiberglass. So I just gotta do this section, and I might try attempt to do this whole as a whole one piece, but let's see how this works out. So far it's doing pretty good. This is what was worrying me the most, and I feel it's taking like a big thing off my shoulder. You guys can judge all you want, and honestly, if I to do this again, I would buy the whole OE rocker. This is because this was so bad, like it was past the point you can just use a slip on. Like all that corner and stuff was missing. The problem is, like, that alone is around like $700 to $800, and then this was like $250. So like, this is not cheap. I bought the whole truck for $2,000. So to try to put over $2,000 into just rockers is just insanity. So at the end of the day, it's gonna be a work truck. I just wanted to pass inspection. I tried my best, as you can see. At least I have the peace of mind sleeping knowing all the rust is gone in the inside, and that's all cut out. Might not be perfect, but it's getting there. This is kind of what we got here. We just gotta, that's how I've been doing it, using some tape. Now kind of mark just the outside of the line by feel. I'm thinking to try something new and cut it while it's in there, so let's give that a try. Actually might work better. That's right. Okay. I'm gonna go figure this out and see what we could do, because that one's gonna be the fun one. But honestly, I said that about all of them. So I would like to do it in one shot, but clearly it's just gonna be really hard and make all the cuts I need and stuff. So this way will work. At least I'm kind of glad, because at first I was gonna put the cut in the bend, But now it's over here, so I can grind that easy. So now I'm gonna figure out these two bends. Luckily, oh, I might have lost it. Oh, this piece. Luckily, I kept this part because I knew this was gonna be a problem. And it's gonna. This got all bent up too from moving, so where's my magnet? I'm gonna go something like. Oh, look at that. This is almost exactly what I need right there. With just minor adjustments. And I'll bring everything together. Yes, sir. At least I know the height is what I need from here to here, so that's good. Might just flatten this out now. Okay. I'm gonna go cut this part. I'll be back, guys. Alright, after 3 attempts, I think I got it where I kind of want it to be. This is the best I could get this to line up. And then over here, I guess we have some rusty metal still, but filler is gonna have to do that job. And then also over here, I'm actually gonna regret not chopping this up higher, but it's alright. Look at this. I'm kind of proud of this. Took quite a bit of work over here also because I had to adjust some things. It doesn't 100% line up, but I'll be able to smooth it out with some fiberglass. And over here too, this is all going to be seam sealer, but I figured I'll put a couple tacks for extra support in there too. Couldn't really get it right in there, but that's okay. Some seam sealer would hide all that. And then over here, honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't expect it to even be as good as this, so you can't complain. So all this is grounded. Over here, come on, this light is so freaking The magnet is so freaking strong. But I had to do a fill section here and here. You can kind of see it. But yeah, unfortunately my cut wasn't perfect, but either way that was just rotted as well, so I had to figure something out. I almost caught this thing on fire a few times now. So I got it up in the air because I finished all these stock welds or stitch welds, whatever you want to call them, and all the way through. I finished this side too, and I also had it sanded all the metal down. Before I go in, I had a long day with this, but I can sleep happier knowing I finished this. But bro, this was straight up keeping me up at night, man. But I'm gonna put some etch primer on all of this because I think it'd be better just to put in the fiberglass directly on the metal. The etch primer would give it something to adhere to. So I'm gonna lower this puppy down, and then I'm gonna wipe down everything with wax and grease remover. My shop is a mess. I gotta do a little cleanup too tonight. Alright guys, so we're going to use our self etch primer. I'm just using this brand because I have it in my shop. It's from another project, so just gotta mix up really well. And there you have it. It's all primered up. If you guys want to see the finished result with the Bondo and everything, you should subscribe because episode 1 of this truck is just about to come out soon. In the meantime, this is just the one side. I'm also going to post another video on the other side. The other side is not as bad as this at all. It's just a little bit of the corner is gone. And then I think just a slip on, I'm gonna go under the line right there so I don't have to do a lot of body work like this one. So if you guys like my videos, subscribe. Cheese.